Did you know that before there were cities, houses, or even other people, there was a place called Eden? God created a garden called Eden. Eden was a perfect place with no sickness, pain, or death. The trees were full of delicious fruits. A clear river flowed through the garden, giving water to the plants and animals. All kinds of animals lived together and were all friends. But something was missing. God wanted someone special to take care of his beautiful world. So God made the first man, Adam. He shaped Adam from the dust of the ground and breathed life into him. Adam opened his eyes and saw the bright blue sky above him. He felt the soft grass under his feet and heard birds singing in the trees. God smiled at Adam and placed him in a wonderful garden called Eden. But God saw that Adam was alone, and he said, "It is not good for man to be alone. I will make a helper for him." So God made Adam fall into a deep sleep. While Adam slept, God took one of his ribs and made a woman from it. When Adam woke up, he saw Eve, the first woman. She was beautiful, and Adam was happy. "She is bone of my bones and flesh of my flesh," he said. God gave them to each other to be husband and wife. God walked with Adam and Eve in the garden. He talked to them like a loving father. He told them they could eat from any tree in the garden except one, the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. "If you eat from that tree, you will surely die," God warned them. One day, the serpent, who was more cunning than any other creature, approached Eve. This serpent was Satan in disguise. He questioned God's command, asking, "Did God really say you must not eat from any tree in the garden?" Eve responded that they could eat from any tree except the one in the middle, and that if they ate from it, or even touched it, they would die. The serpent deceived her, saying, "You will not surely die, for God knows that when you eat of it, your eyes will be opened, and you will be like God, knowing good and evil." Eve saw that the fruit looked delicious and desirable for gaining wisdom. She took some and ate it. Then she gave some to Adam, who was with her, and he also ate. Immediately, their eyes were opened, and they realized they were naked. Shame entered their hearts for the first time. They quickly sewed fig leaves together to cover themselves. That evening, they heard God walking in the garden. Out of fear, they hid among the trees. God called out, "Where are you?" Adam responded, "I heard you in the garden, and I was afraid because I was naked, so I hid." God asked, "Who told you that you were naked? Have you eaten from the tree I commanded you not to eat from?" Adam blamed Eve, saying, "The woman you put here with me, she gave me some fruit from the tree, and I ate it." Eve, in turn, blamed the serpent. "The serpent deceived me, and I ate." Because of their disobedience, God pronounced judgment on all three. The serpent was cursed to crawl on its belly and eat dust. God declared that there would be enmity between the serpent and the woman's offspring, foreshadowing the coming of Jesus Christ, who would defeat Satan. Eve was told that childbirth would now be painful, and that her desire would be for her husband, who would rule over her. Adam was told that the ground would be cursed, and he would have to toil and sweat to produce food. Eventually, he would return to dust. Banished from Eden, God made garments of animal skins for Adam and Eve, signifying the first sacrifice for sin. Then he banished them from the Garden of Eden to prevent them from eating from the tree of life and living forever in their fallen state. To guard the entrance, he placed cherubim, powerful angels, and a flaming sword that turned in all directions. The lesson: this story explains the origin of sin and humanity's separation from God. It also foreshadows God's plan for redemption through Jesus Christ, who would ultimately restore the broken relationship between God and mankind.
Our aim is to tell the Bible stories in a fun and relatable way, thereby reaching a wide range of people who seek to know the Bible. Don't forget to tell us what you think of our Bible storytelling style. Tell us what Bible stories you would like us to bring to you next, and support us by liking, sharing, and subscribing to our channel.